innan då är. Allez, så det. Den är det 들어봐. Den är that's why. 좀 봐봐. 이내에서 상관없어. 네. 올라서. 네. 네. 디 당가서 오케라데 원럽 지야데 사르송스네 다 데리 어떤 망고로들 마다야 제타 추치야 제시 어떤 고로들 마데 고튼로야 데 그래서나 다제 칼라고 그래서 냠내 치도 버치 메요네 어떤 고로들 마치 어떻게 되는 추치야 데 롱아이소 참아자야 어떻게 추치야 어떻게
And so today we have gathered together for the empowerment, and we have just completed the self-empowerment, and during the self-empowerment many tormas were offered, and so the preliminary rituals and tormas have been offered. And the purpose of these preliminary ritual practices and offering of tormas is to ward off any obstacles or hindrances, saying, may there be no obstacles and hindrances to the practice. And also, within the preliminary rituals, then there is the cleansing ritual also that purifies the speech. And so these have all just been completed. And so now this is the ritual cleansing, which again purifies the speech.
Om pe gane da om pi om so baba juda sarvada ma so baba juda ha dong pe gan yam le long ran me jing ko de de ma a hong le to be ji be zong lan de be a le to ba yang xi jia ji be na de hong ru da jo ye le hong kam zhang mam lang bam lang mam bam dam jian chen be de zeng a da zhu ma nga jo be ran xi sa wong ji zen ba long ke me bar yan kur be sa wong da ji ba zenam hiba ni ma jerga de kan do jian de lang ba le zhe bian gu jun do tang chen ba ka ram ka wo de da ba de ni jiang xue ne yin mei tun zhe ba ra zhe ro a ye ye bu bu le le ye ye wong a ga ga kan kan a za 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 ya na zhe zhen zhe dan da 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 na ba ba han ba ma ye ra la ba xia ka sa ha cha家用书学过来，我们阿婆等等等都是把那边的经过了些，他能做什么节从节，你不是说为一个从那他们一个说明他们这个都是上的说明把它去了，这个这都是啥？Kaya sarvaya jarasya bhavada pirtabhekhyasa umadha apamaranda kandra kendedam imam lendra samaya rajendra sarvasiti mira yatimba yatim kandra bhajata brahvata zagat Amade Gamata Mama Sarvagata Sisukan Bikudasa Yagabavendu Hong Hong Pi Soha Layetona Malutan Luyetona Malutan Lujitona Malutan Zimbosona Malutan Jugusona Malutan Yedasona Malutan Shasetsona Malutan Yujitsona Malutan Jijitsona Malutan Karusona Mamosona Maluba Malubane Tamjita Derketala Gonsusor Choji Dorman Dekeda Nejor Dacha Kurjit Nemi Setang Wangchu Tang Betang Chatang Garbasan Longchu Jachin Kutumzo Shitang Jela Sobai Lejing Uro Dala Zoro Tamsik Jenje Dala Zong Uro Gunje Gaji Zoro Tumi Cheba Malam Dongta Gaitna Shibaranzo Malam Yatang Semba Jikan Umba Mibaranzo Jikan Deke Lule Manam Perkin Chumbeba Derek Tamjin Roba Tang Yilan Doba Gunro Dara Damba Zamjene, Lanam Jene, Trusoda, Laye Chune, Tabadi, the Indaki True, Chivo Sarvata Tangada Am Gade Samaya. Sarvat Benzara Sadu Samaya Manu Balaya Benzara Sadu Dino Bara Baba Anuratu me Baba Sarva Siddhi me Brahit Karma Suzame Zedami Am Guru Hom Ha Ha Ho Bangame Sarva Tatangada Benzara
The purification ritual for speech.
Benzara Baba Mai Samaya Sadhu Benzara Sadhu Samaya Manu Balaya Benzara Sadhu Dino Bara Dija Jachu me Baba Sudu Kayo me Baba Subo Gayo me Baba Anuratu me Baba Sarva Siddhi me Brai Sarva Karma Susame Zidam Iyam Guru Hom Ha 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 Bo Banga Sarva Tatanga Tam Banzara Mame Munzim Banzara Baba Ma Samaya Sadhu Banzara Sadhu Samaya Manu Balaya Banzara Sadhu Din Dijan Jachu me Baba Sudu Kayo me Baba Subo Kayo me Baba Anuratu me Baba Sarva Siddhi me Barayiza Sarva Karma Susam Siddham Iyam Guru Hom Ha 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 Bo Banga Sarva Tatanga Tam Banzara Mame Munzim Banzara Baba Ma Samaya Sadhu Banzara Sadhu Samaya Manu Balaya Benzara Sadhu Dino Bara Dichan Jachu me Baba Sudu Kayo me Baba Anuratu me Baba Sarva Siddhi me Barayiza Sarva Karma Susame Zedam Iyam Guru Hom Ha Ho Banga Sarva Tatanga Tam Banzara Mame Munzim Banzara Baba Samaya Sadhu Medala Obrai Saye Bo Chu Chokin Meto Zhang Rira.
Page 6 in the Yellow Book in English. An infinite array of worlds, each with 4 continents and the wealth of infinite oceans of realms. If I bring them all to mind and offer them without exception, please hold with compassion all the beings they contain. Bless me, may my body, enjoyments and whatever I own, my aggregates, elements, and sense sources, my aspirations now and in times to come, as well as everything I grasp as mine. By offering them all, may I be blessed with the end of self-grasping, completely liberated from the bounds of real and unreal, transcending the names and concepts of arising, cessation, and abiding, coming and going, affirmation and denial, the supreme mandala, is the natural state. By offering it, may I be blessed to attain the state of Buddhahood.
Major Namkanyam Simjan Tamji, Sunjo Dorje Chang Khenpo, Tobechi to the Name, that wants you some, the Sambores. What in a tomato chancho Samji, Tampotania Gores.
And so, the reason that we take this empowerment is that generally we ordinary sentient beings need to attain the enlightenment state, the level of Vajradhara, Dorje Chang. And so in the beginning step, in order to do this, we first generate the mind of bodhicitta.
Then that's each then Yams lands on that moment by some other Jitipa. What in Yams lands on there? What in the Chigos.
And so this generation of bodhicitta falls within the practice that is not the ordinary practice, but the extraordinary Dharma practice.
Then the Sanjim then the Simjantam Zamba and Kamtam Mopa. What to be the Chuji Pumbo Mambo song is. Dinana, that's an adojitipa. There is some adojitipa, Tapola, the Tatu Sanga Salmasia, the Nimasia, Nichum race. What in Anna, that's an Salmasia. There is Sanga Salmata, that's a Jidan Tata Kulodembek, one what in it. What in do the Marbali Mar Judile? What in do Sanga Salmata, do yours Marbalosa? La sopa, la sama bochon, the matat, Sanga Salmas, they are tat, Sanga Nimas, Nimatemba, Nadar Satigant, Sanga Sanga Nimas, Chidarkant, Sanga Salmas, or that in doing that she do tin, that as Sanga Salmachi.
And so the Buddha has said that all sentient beings possess the proclivity and nature in order to achieve this state, this level, and this level of enlightenment. And in particular, the practice of Vajrayana will bring the practitioner to this enlightenment level, the practice of secret mantra Vajrayana. And so this empowerment that we will receive has its historical roots in the ancient lineage, starting with Marpa and proceeding down through the lineage successions of many of the past lamas. And so what we can know here is that the empowerment we will receive comes from the old tantric tradition.
That's on Salmatilla theories. Jehan Sanga Salmatil, Jagar, Jedon Kansakarba, then but Rachel Yavasi. Rachel Jahanina Marecia. Jerry says the Chamsi race says it. Monray says it, Dorwe race, Rachel or Rachel then, aren't it? Say, Auntie Amnachi out of Charles. Page understand Chamsi race, so in that Zanda symbol that is a was to Chejuno. What into Chahan, that and do Rachel then, Chui out and do the Chongers, Judicious, Chaju, Joju, Nejo Lana may be Jews.
And so, actually, at this time, at the tradition Actually, there were 4 different classes, and there were different classes within India. And also the tantras, the classes of tantras can be categorized as well into the 4 classes of tantra. And so we have the Kriya Tantra, the Action Tantra, the highest Tantra, and the unsurpassed. So we have the Ati Yoga, which is the unsurpassed Yoga Tantra. So the 3rd is the Yoga Tantra, and the 4th is the unsurpassed Yoga Tantra. Ani dire di
这还是没这一些长期的现在脏着情况，对这做解决中，这样中，他挺就当这一些的。
And so at that time, in India, within the different classes, there was the class called the Brahmins. And Indra and Brahma, for example, were within this class of people. And so this is the tradition from which this comes, which this springs forth.
哦，真的，他你那个做那就是兰南没被拒的，真的就兰南没被拒的了。拍拒当马拒些你没拒些做没有事吧？我这是，他有对听那他马拒空多个人是。
And so this particular empowerment within these 4 yoga tantras is categorized within the unsurpassed. It is an empowerment of the unsurpassed yoga tantras. Within the unsurpassed yoga tantras, then there are the father tantras, the mother tantras, and the non-dual tantras. And this particular empowerment comes from the mother tantra.
哦，真的，我但这趟他对你没搞了，这种就这个东西，人家就去找话，是变成他钱包凶的是，人家就去找话，关键人家就去找话。我提起他觉得参没你可能做对于呢，那么连接南巴些是，连接南巴些是在有的是连接南巴些，连接几把南巴些可是呢，通过连接，几多连接。 桑杜连接，点巧连接，我这些有的是挺难的，点巧连接，往这也是。他真是求着给，我觉得他们几说你可能我说对呢，连接能把些些往这个往这有的是连接能把些。
And so the Drikung master, Rinchen Dorje, was a master who brought the different lineages. So there was a convergence of the lineages with the way that Drikung Rinchen Dorje composed this text, and so within the different categories of texts, then. One of the texts composed by Rinchen Dorje was this Cakrasamvara text.
我他的连接那把些有的是连接系那那可的连接的是呢，三对连接，三万对半连接，几多连接，通过连接，通过，搞了家了，这是点巧连接，我这些有的那他点巧连接。 地方的也是啊，干了，嘿，我讲了，那，我要个，可能我要什么家的。
And the 4 great texts that were composed by Rinchen Dorje were texts written on the practices of Guru Samaja, Hevajra, Kalachakra, and Cakrasamvara, these 4.
Oh, 真的，他的往学啊，从这监督去的，但有些头有马上啊。
The history, the Injitone.
Garchen Chuda Domba Sandue. Chitan the Inek, the Lord Jujendo, the Inek on the way. The Temchok Lord Jujendo. What the Malhosh history.
And so I will read the history of the empowerment in English. How sad that sentient beings, as limitless as space, are endlessly immersed in samsara, the ocean of suffering. Listen with the intention to bring them all to the state of unsurpassed, perfect, complete enlightenment. The Gandayatha Sutra says, child of noble lineage, bodhicitta is like the seed of all the Buddha's teachings. For instance, to grow a certain flower or tree, the right seed must be sown. There is no use planting a seed that does not yield the intended flower or fruit. Similarly, the emergence, maintenance, and expansion of all the qualities of Mahayana or of a Buddha depend on the seed of bodhicitta. The omniscient Bodhisattva Kunu Rinpoche said, when motivated by bodhicitta, even sexual union may be a great virtue. A medicinal sprout that heals disease grows from a medicinal root. Since the motivation of bodhicitta is vital and the foundation of all the myriad sutras, tantras, and commentaries, it goes without saying that empowerment should not be given in the absence of bodhicitta. The presentation of mandalas and mudras alone is not sufficient. In the empowerment tantra of Vajrapani, it is stated that Vajrapani said, Manjushri, when a bodhisattva who engages in bodhisattva conduct has trained in and accomplished bodhicitta, chooses to enter the gates of secret mantra, he shall be accepted into the mandala of the knowledge mantra, by whereby empowerment of great wisdom is bestowed. Those without bodhicitta should not be granted access to or view the mandala. The mudras and secret mantras should not be revealed to them. Therefore, it is vital at this time to listen with the perfectly pure motivation of bodhicitta. The innermost secret yoga of Cakrasamvara is the ultimate perfection of the 4 classes of Tantra, belonging to the unsurpassed Tantra of the Heruka family. In the noble land of India, numerous commentaries and traditions have developed from the progressive transmissions of the great accomplished masters Luipa, Krishnacharya, and Gantapada. Due to the extensive translations of these teachings into Tibetan, the great number of Tibetan masters have gained supreme wisdom. For instance, in the practice lineage of Marpa and the Kagyu lineage, numerous cities, including the supreme city, Siddha, Milarepa, and successive masters and disciples have emerged one after another, like a garland of neatly aligned stars. Their blessings are more powerful than those of others. Of the 2 yogas, the perfect mandala yoga of the innate yoga, this ritual pertains to the latter, the innate yoga. It consists of 3 systems deriving from the great masters, Vajra, Gantapada, Garchen Dorje, and Abhyakara. Of these, the 4 stages of profound blessing empowerment are primarily carried out in reliance upon the Upasheda system of essential instructions transmitted through the great accomplished master, Vajra Gantapada. The lineage of gurus is as follows. Bhutan Rinchen gave it to his heart son Rinchen Namgyal, and it was then gradually transmitted through the scholar Chandrakirti, the master Yeshi Gyamso, Venerable Khenrab Choje, Lama Rinchen Gyalpo, and the Mahasiddha Pema Gawang, the master Mantho Namgyal and Acharya Sonam Chupal, Shamar Gawang Choki Wangchuk, and the master Dharmakirti. The golden garland lineage of this profound empowerment is undefiled by Samaya violators and superficial fabricated dharma. The empowerment consists of 3 parts: the preliminaries, the explanation, and the actual empowerment. The preliminaries, which are the activities of the Vajra master, are completed. Second, the explanation of the meaning will generate certainty. The Tantras say the defining attributes of innate, skillful means are expressed by none other than Cakrasamvara himself. He is the source of all projected appearances, such as the mandala of the glorious symbolic Heruka, with his faces, arms, and retinue. This empowerment concerns the manifestation of innate Bhagavan in union with his consort. He represents the innate natural state of mind that is the source of all phenomena, the primordial wisdom of ununified bliss emptiness. Since the practice of skillful means is sublime, it is important to cultivate certainty in the symbolic meaning. Third are the blessings of the actual empowerment. In order to receive the empowerment of profound blessings, preceded by the illustrative explanation of the emergence of primordial wisdom, visualize in the space before you glorious Cakrasamvara, inseparable from the Guru, surrounded by the Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, and Dakinis of the 10 direction, in their presence in order to receive the blessings of the 4 empowerments. Please offer a mandala.
Mandela, that's it. Andro Sardandri. That is matter. That's the one Jendo Chia Jendo Tina, Jendo Chia, the Garchen Chuda Domba said, the one to the Zuran de Via. Or the Jendo Chia in Hokichi into Tochi.
So next we're going to repeat a few supplications in order to receive the empowerment. We will do this once in Tibetan and then once in English.
Garchen Chuda Domba de Lopon Chune Gonsu Zoro Chanchu Chenpo Tsudenba Gombo Chenpo Dancelo Tamse Tini Dala Zoro Chancho Semjang Dala Zoro Sanje Chudang Gendu de Japsom Tajang Dala Zoro Tarba Chenpo Chongcho de Gombo Dane Yog Zoro.
Then in English, Great Joyful One, my teacher, Master, please consider me, Supreme Master, who guides on the path to great awakening. Please grant me Samaya, grant me the mind of awakening, grant me the 3 refuges of Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha. Protector, let me enter the sacred city of great liberation.
That's he can show that Tangasu Kalab Soza par Dikvaya Sozayano, Nanam Das, Nanam Partavaji, then Chialan, Duinam Kalata, Soso Zave Lama, Kolodemba, Yermiba, Kolodemba, Yermiba, the Lasso Sanji, Chanjo Simba, Tamji, Gordes, the Hodozam, what is the Tarankulum High, so Tambo Jabs and Roya, the Senkoratuma may be Dikvata, Yaya, and Drove gave a Jason, Chia, Chanjo Sim, Zunya. What in over Chia, what in about what in also the Jendo Chia is.
And so then next we are going to repeat the 5 purities in order to accumulate merit and purify the obscurations. And so for that, visualize in the space in front of you the root guru inseparable from Cakrasamvara, surrounded by the assembly of deities and all the Buddhas and the Bodhisattvas. And think that in their presence, you take a refuge with body, speech, and mind. Then secondly, you confess all the misdeeds accumulated since beginningless times. And then third, you rejoice in the virtues of all beings. Fourth, you vow to hold on to bodhicitta. And then fifth, you dedicate the roots of virtue. So please repeat the following.
Guancho Somla, Dajamche, Digba Mege, Sosoria, Drovege la, Yin Ram, Sanje Chanjo, Yije Song, Sanje Chodan, Sonjo la, Chanjo Fartu, Dajamche, Rangyan Tony, Rabro Chere, Chanjo Semne, Jibarachi, Chanjum Choke, Semne, Jijene, Semjian Tamchi, Dake, Rontunyer, Chanjo Juncho, Yewon, Jibarachi, Rola Pencher, Sanji, Robarasho.
And then in English, I take refuge in the three jewels and confess all misdeeds and non-virtuous acts. I rejoice in the virtues of all beings and hold in mind wakeful enlightenment until attaining awakening. I take refuge in the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly in order to fully accomplish the purpose of others and myself. I give rise to bodhicitta, having given rise to the mind of supreme awakening. I welcome all beings. I will engage in the highest bodhisattva conduct that is pleasing to all. May I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings.
Da din yola da ringa jetang chira da domba chamchi so song sa zanga domba so song kin izam tumo mai be domba so song kin izam ne wa ti ringe domba song ya da ti ke jendo chi ha che chi.
And next we come to repeating the Samaya of the 5 Buddha families. That is the general and the specific Samayas. So here think that I'm going to keep all the secret mantra Samaya, the common and the uncommon Samaya. So now next we are going to repeat those Samaya of the 5 Buddha families.
Seje Sanji Tamchi Tam Babu Nenjoro Maso Gun Manam Gun Dala Gompara Nzito Zoro Dagmin Dege Chebaye Tu Taine Sones Chisi Chanchup Nimbo Para Chetar Tusum Gombo Nam Chanchup Tune Yenzi Be Chanchup Sene Lanami Tamba Daki Jibarachi Suchim Chene Labatang Gebe Chone Dubatang Simjian Tongji Suchim Zum Soso Dembor Songwarachi Sanje Nenjoro Dombaji Sanje Chodang Gendude Lana Mebe Guancho Zum Taine Zamde Songwarachi Dorje Rincho Khenpo la Dorje Tibu Chakjayang Tekonani Songwarachi Lopon Tajang Songwarachi Rinchen Richo Khenpo ye Tamse Yitu Omala Nire Shintu Turotu Jimba Namye Dadu Jin Chancho Khenpo Le Chongwe Peme Rikchen Tabala Chinang Zangwe Tikwa Zong Tambe Chune Songwarachi Leje Rikcho, Chembola, Domba Tamchi, Dambane, Yanda Nitu, Songwarachi, Chobe Lejang, Jinuchi, Changcho Semne, Lana, Lamincho, Tamba Dake, Jejine, Simjian Gunje, Tongje Chera, Dake Domba, Malusong, Madervanam, Dervachi, Madorvanam, Adorvachi, O Machimba, O Yongxin, Samjian Yangen, Delango.
And in English, all Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, Dakas and Dakinis, please think of me just as the masters of the 3 times gave rise to bodhicitta, so shall I give rise to unsurpassable, sublime bodhicitta from this day onwards until attaining the essence of awakening, following the teachings of the Buddhas and great yogins. I will diligently practice the 3 types of ethical conduct: the conduct of abstaining from unwholesome actions, the conduct of practicing virtue, and the conduct of acting for the benefit of beings. From this day onwards, I will never forsake the Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, the unsurpassed 3 jewels with the Samaya of the Supreme Vajra family. I will maintain the mudra of Vajra and Bell as a sign of the ultimate nature, and I will respect the Vajra master with the delightful Samaya of the Supreme Ratna family. I will engage in the 4 types of generosity throughout the 6 times of day and night with the Samaya of the Lotus family, born from great awakening. I will embrace the holy Dharma of the outer, inner, and secret vehicles with the Samaya of the Supreme Karma family. I will abide uninterruptedly within the natural state of mind and thus maintain all vows spontaneously. I will make offerings to whatever extent I am able and will give rise to supreme bodhicitta. I will observe all vows without exception for the benefit of all beings. I will liberate those not liberated. I will release those not released. I will give breath to those without breath. I will set all sentient beings in nirvana. Please wear the blindfold.
You know this one. Tene that ngazu tambote migdar Tsok Kongoris Karisana, that's a Kolo de Bejinkor Yama Shoga in under Shogmanumba in under Yan Lar Yanchar Shugana, teach it to migdar Kongoris on Lora or Jinkor Tamzenam Sushi Song Zamnatin Jinkor Dava Mawa what any Song Zam that in Zong Zam, the migdar Kongoris on the
So we are now putting on our blindfolds, and that is symbolic of not having seen or entered the mandala of Cakrasamvara before, or also a sign of entering it again, re-entering the mandala. And that is, it is also a sign of keeping the samaya properly. And that is to not disclose the inside of the mandala to those who have not been empowered. So that is the symbolic meaning of the blindfold.
Tenen also or Tangninga and don't do some migdar to Bachira. Don't do migdar things.
So while we are reciting the next mantra, we are now wearing the blindfold.
Banzara Varana so Tene Tinjunga and Dotin, so method in the
and then there's the next mantra, and so at that time, think that now you're holding a white flower in the palms of your hands.
Jinkor Dorje Ngaba Sambala Jibekanga Songjendo Montene, that Tamboterindo, that Chenanzo, Gunzop Chancho Semk Nikala, Gunzop Chancho Semk, Mo, Davik Jinkor Nyakandes, or Tondan, Tivus Tondan Chancho Semking over Dorje, Garbo, Zed, Ngaba, Sanderes water, Tesu something. And
so then next, visualize that at your heart there is a full moon disk that has the essence of the relative bodhicitta. And at the center of this moon disk, to represent the ultimate bodhicitta, there is a white 5-pronged vajra. So visualize in this way while you recite the next mantra or repeat the next mantra.
Om Sarva Tathagata Ubadayame Om Sarva Tathagata Ubadayame Om Sarva Tathagata Ubadayame Om Sura Samaya Damho Sidi Zamandaraya Tam Kam Viso Simchi Thank you, the Baratamji, Jinjela, Beke, the Batamji, Jinjela, Chodo Sanwa, Jinde, Jinkor Mayuba, Mava Meja, Namian Mayino. What I think of Mayoba, the Sama Court, Majo Marizon.
And so in empowerment text then says one should not disclose the mandala to those who have not entered the mandala. Please repeat the mantra.
Nama me, Nama de hon, Nama me hon, Namo Nama hon, so. That's it. Tamsi Sone Shon Waraji, Benza Almeda, Benza Sain, Zamde, Chuji, Chanaduji, Bandi, Govachi, Teni Chuji, Chago, Suchinamla, Young Alaniba Majabo, Chuji, and Young Mabama, Chivik, this Stone Joro, Jane, the Batamchi, this one. Tiki Batamchi, Chinjilab, the Yan Nejindo Siro, Hip Havia, Sosoju, Hip Havia.
So please repeat in order to for the descent of the wisdom beings.
This is some of Tiki Iqua,
Yejin Shekpa,
Tamchi,
Tamcheki,
Chinjilab the Zor,
Chinji Lapto Sol,
Pardurje Samba,
Partoche Sempa,
Dala,
Dala,
Ab the Zor.
Bapto Sol. In English, I request all Tathagatas to bestow their blessings, and I supplicate the glorious, courageous Vajra mind to descend upon me.
Oh, then, Terima Zendo Techana Yorwa.
Yeah.
Tene Cherana, Lama Nam, Giji, Tompingali, Jesu Ali, Chongwi, Zondurje, Namanta, Ye, Gundo, Marbo, Ye, Bemata, Yon, Ti, Chicken Semba. Ye Jiang Wei Shen Bara Nika Lam Li Se Jing Kor Se Bo Chu Xie Bara Du Ji Chen Ba De Wa Ni Me Hong Bo Chen Ba Gu Bam Li Chu Jing Kor Gara Bo Hong Bon Dun Bi Chen Bi U Sun Da Wa La A Ma Gara Bo Han Gara Bo Jing Ba Yam Li Long Ge Jing Kor Wong Bo Hu Da Bu Pa Dian Yo Wa Ni Jin Chen Ba Lan Da Wa La A Ma Ra Bo Gang Bi Ani je wo de long ke jin korola jin korje barbe ramle me jin koro marbo chu sum yige sen barle ozel chu ba ne ben zin marabo laman de hi ba ra ke ni ga ne san je samo je wo zen nam je gu song to je do je la zo nam jian chang ma de da nam te nam je ke rang ji je hong a ye ge nam la de mi ke gong ba Uganenze was a marabo, Shobale, Honda Sope was a Namjigo, Nilutada, Camara, Sam, Ayeda, Ambe, Yadova, Yara, Zalaya, Hon Ade.
From the state of emptiness, the disciple arises instantly as Ah. The Ah transforms into Vajra speech, Buddha Amitabha, red in color, holding a lotus in his right hand and a symbolic bell in his left. Standing upright, his right leg is extended. From the lam at the heart arises an earth mandala, yellow, with 4 corners and marked with a Vajra. In the center of the Vajra is a sun disk and a blue hung. From a vam at your crown arises a water mandala, white, round, and marked with a vase. At the center of the vase are a moon disk and a white ha. From the yam at your throat arises a wind mandala, blue, bow-shaped, and marked with 2 flowing silken banners. At the center of the wind mandala are a moon disk and a red ah. From the ram, which is kindled by the wind mandala, below your feet arises a fire mandala, red, triangular, and marked with the syllable Ra. Within the light rays emanating from the Ra is a Tze that levitates the disciple off the ground. The light rays radiating from the seed syllable at your heart invite the assembly of deities of Vajra, mind, speech, and body. They descend and their nature dissolves into the syllables Hung, Ha, and Ah. While the Tze remains, the light radiating from the Tze enters your feet from below, and all the masters of light, including the light shining from the Hung and so forth, fill up your body entirely. And when Drupon is reciting Ditra Bensam, think that Vajra is being placed onto your crown, which is symbolic of having kind of sealed the wisdom being so it won't decline.
Ditra Bansa, what in it? That method. Tata the method Jin Ko Kan Logo, the Chitan Sala Malona Yahuris.
So next we are going to cast the flower petal onto the mandala, and it is best if it doesn't fall onto the ground. Please repeat the following mantra.
Om Akan Vera Hom Jadeza Gusu Menza Mena Ta Ho Akan Vera Hom Jadeza Gusu Menza Mena Ta Ho Akan Vera Hom Jadeza Gusu Menza Mena Ta Ho Akan Vera Hom Jadeza Gusu Menza Mena Ta Ho Akan Vera Hom Jadeza Gusu Menza Mena Ta Ho Akan Vera Hom Jadeza Gusu Menza Mena Ta Ho Akan Vera Hom Jadeza Gusu Menza Mena Ta Ho Akan Vera Hom Jadeza Gusu Menza Mena Ta Ho Akan Vera Hom Jadeza Gusu Menza Mena Ta Ho Akan Vera Hom Jadeza Gusu Menza Mena 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 Ho that is method Pandu Tene Karsana that is the charge China Dorje Rinpoche that Law China Rinchen Dorje to be under. Then no Chin be Marek Moro to be a Chanchin Deji Moro to be a Ufam Chok Moro to be under. Or the name Wadanta Kondo Hamna Jin Kontako Hamna that Kalawu the Jitong Modum Translate to be under.
So now we have cast the flower petal onto the mandala. If it falls on the eastern part of the mandala, it is a sign of accomplishing the Vajra family. If it falls on the southern part of the mandala, it is a sign of accomplishing the Jewel or Ratna family. If it falls on the western part of the mandala, it is a sign of accomplishing the Lotus family. And if it falls on the northern part of the mandala, then it is related to the Karma family. If it falls right into the center of the mandala, it is a sign of attaining the supreme siddhi. And if it falls in the periphery or kind of outer parts of the mandala, then it is a sign of gaining just slight siddhis.
Om Jade Jehaye Man Sadu Mahabaleho Om Tering Dorje Sembara Chuje Megne Chi Barazon Dorje Megne Bemi Tamchi Megne Chi Barachoro Om Jana Zachu Ahon Soha Migdarpa.
You can remove the blindfolds now.
Acherana Marek Beling Torche Bata Neji to Zene. What I'm also Marek be Jibat Parchane, the Jumden Kolo de Belaso, Danta Jinko Lasso Danta Dimbajiga, Mosom Jes on Zamtene, what to do Mobachico is on the one.
So then, having removed the blindfold is a sign of having now purified all the obscurations of ignorance and now clearly and directly beholding Cakrasamvara's mandala and the deities.
Gondo Mombo, Sheje, Chani, Jan Zongawa, Chewa Jungzi Zeba, Chani, Durdeta, Triven Ziba, Yomna Chuba, Shab Ye, Shab Yongom, Ye, Jigit Namba, Ye Jama, Tenzin Ziba, Repe Torso Jan, that's Yong Dachi Yoba, that's what Jamba, Chaja Chok, Jamba, Tarjanta, or the Karkin Yam Gutan Demba, Yondorje Pamo, Manmo, Chego, Tochan Zidele, Jadorhin, Chaja Ngada. Tokam Chingwa, then Shab Yong Jang, Shabji Latan Yam Tamar, Chidele, Shab Yong Jang, Ye Yabi, that son Chidele. What any guy him home ban showed was on what a good some of our so. I let I teach in under so them show was barn on the them show se was one those amster. They didn't know. Not what me natural.
The Deutsche Lam die Parto Jora dini Shamba Yongo dini Sangne Dön dini Sham de la
Show. Tate Mashi this thing Jibor. And this also them Johnny Zafan Zal that the Yom Bema have this also. Them Johnny Nala Rajima, them Johnny Chala Amlan says. Them Joy.
And so then we come to the actual empowerment, where you visualize first that the light emanating from the seed syllable at the heart of the Vajra Master, appearing as the principal deity, summons the disciple, who then enters the mouth of the Vajra Master, and passing through his body and Vajra path, the disciple then enters the lotus of the mother and assumes the form of the Bhagavan innate Cakrasamvara, according to the visualization. So then you appear in the form of Cakrasamvara and in blue color with the consort Vajravarahi, just as you have it in the image that you received.
Nam Kajian chansons, or that in some senatary, taking equal immediance, taking equal igma, taking igmas, Becha Java Renga, Yom Euro, equal igma. Or the name Sanjetan Chanchos, Sanjetan Rima, then, or taking equal water, Trovo Tromo then, Chanchos Simba Sime dance. What is that dance on Sunday, Jinkor? That's what someone do. So Jan chansons
So then next visualize that light radiates from the seed syllable at the Vajra Master's heart, and the light invites the empowerment deities of the three seeds, which then appear in the space before you. So they are referred to as the mandala of the three seeds. So the three seeds are, the first seed is the seed of the Tathagatas, which consists of the 5 Dhyani Buddhas together with their consorts, so the 5 Buddhas and the 5 consorts. Then the second seat consists of the male and the female bodhisattvas, and the third seat consists of the male and the female wrathful ones. So now think that the mandala of the 3 seats is invited into the space in front of you.
Manzara Samanza Amada Pariso, the Pariso, Aloki Pariso, Gende Paris, Nevede Pardenza, Soha, Dorje Sanjan, and Rovajo Bechi, to the Yontin Junior, Tata Lazar to Zoroshi, Zorvata, Zorvata, and Duchi Kinkor, or Duchi Kinkor, Wankela, Wankela, Gompazi, Wankela, Jumdende, Yamorambochi, but the Sea Kawanamne, Chacho Simpa Sima Namje, Jaishi, Jo, Namji. Gaiji Yom Namji Dorje Left, Monambi Lamedi, Dota Jansen, Zi, Method, Kurgumas, or Venture, Beaba, Chanamji, Mobile, Zurbande, and the Jendo, the Yoveja. I'm not
So then the empowerment father and mother deities hold jeweled vases and bestow empowerment by pouring the nectar of the 5 wisdoms into your crown. The bodhisattvas proclaim verses of auspiciousness. The wrathful ones send away hindrances, and the mothers sing Vajra songs. The gods and goddesses hold parasols and victory banners over the disciples, and a shower of flowers, saffron, and so forth rains down. Please repeat in order to receive the empowerment.
Jumden Dani, Chenbo Nam, Tuje Ranji, Janamche, Chuje Dala, Wangorje, on the Jendo.
Wang Bet is in Dagmara.
Ramanaway. Only Kastan Trajano.
In Tawado. Lengen, I'm sure.
Really, this to
Banana dear Dishin Shepa.
the non-rulers, so you don't get the chi by Shazet. Drami. Allez, c'est quoi les doigts, les noms, va bien, tu n'entends pas d'où. Jendo, on jump there.
Oh, okay. I think this one is okay. Please repeat. Tathagata, Bhagavan, great sage, compassionate one, please grant me empowerment.
Chana does Humba Kawan Namne, Lavidua, the way. No, Jim
Then next, the 4 empowerments in this empowerment class are represented by touching the vase in the 4 directions in the center of the disciple's crown, to whom the empowerment nectar is then offered. This purifies the 5 afflictive emotions, transforms the 5 aggregates, awakens the essence of the 5 wisdoms, and places the seeds and imprints.
This is my log. Yeah, that's it. Javaring so Humbacha, not the one or something.
So then the 5 Dhyani Buddhas then confer, holding vases in their hands, confer the empowerment on you.
One Guru Dorje Khenpo, one Guru. One Guru Dorje Khenpo ne Kamsomba ye Chaji be Dorje Somne Dorje Sama Somjin we Sanji Gunje Jinji be Banzara da Ambe Kenza Abhora Dama Tandrik. Jina. wata tedar wang korwe ke tedar wang kumbe wang korwe nomo loma nyomo nga tang jang pungpo nga ne ngore hi nga che yen jawa re nga ke sawo hwacha jula shaba yino sa wata tedong han diksa.
So then, having received the empowerment, this purifies the 5 afflictive emotions, transforms the 5 aggregates, awakens the essence of the 5 wisdoms, and places the seeds and imprints of the 5 Buddhas into your mind stream. So then, as the empowerment is conferred through the base nectar, I think that first it fills up your entire body, and then the nectar overflows at your crown, forming a crown ornament of the Buddha Akshobhya.
Lobong la sebe tuke samong ngang iba manme chibi tsuitu shene kyoke loma lara sebe na ba iba hyone nike kurba samane surban deban de yejendo nzu.
So then from the mantra garland at the heart of the Vajramaster, visualized as the deity, emerges a second mantra garland, like a flame of fire igniting another. It leaves his mouth, enters the right nostrils of the disciples, who are visualized as the deity, and begins to circle the seed syllable at their hearts. Then please repeat the following.
Jumden dake, song la che, dala nyevara, nzitu zoro.
Then in English, Bhagavan, as I have taken you to be my master, please take me under your care. Please repeat the mantra.
Om Yere Manzara. He he. Ruru. Gam. Hong. Pi. Dragonzala. Sambaram. Soha. Om Yere Manzara. He he. Ruru. Gam. Hong. Pi. Dragonzala Sambaram. Soha. Om Yere Manzara. He he. Ruru. Gam Hong. Pi. Dragon. Zala Sambaram. Soha. Om. Sarvam Padan Dragini. Banza Varnani. Hong. Pi Soha. Om. Sarvam Padan Dragini. Banza Varnani. Banza Berozani. Hong. Pi Soha. Om. Sarvam Padan Dragini. Banza Varnani. Hong. Pi Soha. Tene tatin jo tratin do tedar wang gorwe le chuje senjeje jinkor hyoban tongxin hunbe wang tumo luji zo zabe chema zo zabe luji chema le zomje chema ngar zaba jong chema nam tumo maniba luntama ziben chema chu druku geba sa sheparjen jo Lam Jenen Gompala on do Godorje Motuchi Churve Karvajan Chiso Sindwa.
Having thus received empowerment, you enter and behold the outer mandala of characteristics. You have received the vase empowerment. In general, that defilements of mainly the 3 non-virtuous deeds accumulated with the body are purified and prevented from further arising. In particular, the defilements of perceiving the body as ordinary is cleansed. The extraordinary power of the Nirmanakaya is planted into your mind. As for the path, you are empowered to practice the generation stage. As for the result, you are endowed with the fortune to actualize the Vajra body. This completes the vase empowerment, and next we come to the secret empowerment. Please repeat the following supplication in order to receive the secret empowerment.
Choji Shabje, Gadije, Dakalami, Chabato, Techer Zami, Wankine, Gombo Jesu, Somanzo.
In English, with your kindness, grant me unsurpassed power, and thus protector, care for me by offering me the secret empowerment. Please So now again, please wear the blindfold as a sign of not having seen the secret mandala.
Om Zachun Benda Varana Yeso Lama. What in it that hung him out now you run Kolodomba. See, Kolodomba Sivo, them cho, he Chani, the Yom Doji Pamota Jiba. What in Gundo, that Wombo Maro, Yab Gundo Wombo Yomaro. What in some not on there.
And then again, as before, visualize yourself as Cakrasamvara, with 1 face and 2 arms, and embraced by the consort Vajravarahi. Cakrasamvara is blue in color, and Vajravarahi is red in color.
That's a china your yaps, someone makes it into a Yabs on Durgobozi, Garbozi, Jikwa, Nuru Om J and Semba Hugapi, Serbo Gaba, Yomje, someone on Ale Bemama Bondama. Sendu and Sema Deva Shimbo Habitsari, Marbon Samba, Yamian Baraku, Yamium New Heran, took his someone Wujeti, Batam Jikun, took on someone Wujeti, Batam Chigun, Yamian Yuan Z Baraku Dark, Shedikun, Chapachimbo, Huve, Dutse, Junison, Kasan Pabi, Ranki Chansim Kinte, but he Batam Jiji, Mobo Churve, Dutse, Kasan to Chibaras.
Then visualize the Guru in the form of innate Cakrasamvara with consort. Visualize the blessings of the secret place according to the sadhana. Through their union, light emanates from the seed syllable at my heart and summons the Tathagatas in union with their consorts. They enter my mouth, melt through great passion, pass through the Vajra path, and enter the secret place of the mother. They merge with the bodhicitta drops and become the melted essence of all Buddhas. The nectar flows through the secret space, and ideally the disciple licks the nectar with his tongue directly from the secret space.
Sanji se wan goro chancho semne sambo intene vecho wan goro ma aho Sölkha om ahum om ahum om ahum om ahum om ahum. Then migdar pasen anjixare.
Now please remove the blindfold.
Then migdar pasen ete chancho semje samwe se remjun. So
now having removed the blindfold, think that the secret bodhicitta nectar fills up your entire body, which engenders an experience of empty bliss, innate great bliss, and rest in this state of innate bliss for a little while.
Then what is some one got with choose some bangaging course of Hyokin Ton, some one top Tumon architect Chima Jangar Zaba Janhi Chima, Dom Tumon Maiba, a long Chima Dune, long Chozoku Nuba, Garwa, Cheparjan Jo, Lam Daji Lab Jeremba Gomba Lawan Diva.
Having thus received the secret empowerment, you enter and behold the mandala of the secret womb. You have received the secret empowerment. In general, the defilements of mainly the 4 non-virtuous deeds accumulated with speech are purified and prevented from further arising. In particular, the defilements of the karmic winds are purified. The extraordinary power of the Sambhogakaya is planted in your mind. As for the path, you are empowered to engage in the practice of blessing yourself. As for the result, you are endowed with the fortune to actualize Vajra speech. This completes the secret empowerment, and next we come to the wisdom knowledge empowerment. And so please repeat the following supplication to receive this empowerment.
Jumdian Shiva, Khenpo, Dorje Nenjoro, Jigi Bara, Michi Chagja, Robabo, Dorje Jurba, Yangda Jung, Chedar Tone, Danichi, Nada Dala, Tedanzu, Kurban Damji, Sonatu, Chingwa Jami, Dala Jo.
And then in English, the single Vajra Yoga mind of the peaceful conquerors arises from accomplishing the indestructible mudra, just as Vajra Yoga is your self-nature. Master, please impart it also unto me. Please protect me, a helpless being, from drowning in the swamps of samsara. And then next, as a sign of having directly beheld the mandala of the relative bodhicitta, please repeat the following mantra.
Om Tsok, Benda Vara, Mana, Ahom, Om Tsok Benda, Vara Mana, Ahom, Om Tsok Benda, Vara, Mana Ahom. Amigdal say, cheese.
Please put on the blindfold again. Then the empowerment text says, the Vajra master offers a qualified consort with his left hand to the disciple's right hand. The disciple, appearing in the form of innate Cakrasamvara in union with the mother consort, blesses the secret place according to the sadhana. As they unite, moving back and forth, the bodhicitta drops flow from between the eyebrows to the throat. This is joy. When it reaches the heart, it is supreme joy. At the navel, it is extraordinary joy. And at the jewel, it is innate joy. From the heart of the disciple, visualized as the deity, light emanates and summons the Tathagata, fathers and mothers. They enter his mouth and bless his body. Also the Guru invites the father and mother Buddhas who enter the disciple's father-mother deity body and become inseparable from him. At this point, hold the drops as long as possible, and when you cannot retain them any longer, Let them flow out slowly, and once discharged as liquid, take it with your tongue, and from within the state of suchness, drink the bodhicitta drops, which is the samaya by nature.
Then Yabji Zama makes and the general. Yeah. Yabji Zama make no one Dorje Garbo set and door. Taring imagine not and don't read. Zami one comes into Japan. So what I saw on them joy of this. Them joy of this. What that's the ring, man, don't read. There is only one got into Terrari, Jivan. Someone gone. Yabji someone Durga Potiti people, the Dorji, Dorje Garbo. Seeing about no Omjin Seba Hogapi, Sabogaba, Yumjis on Bemamabo, Damajiba Center. And Seme Deva Chimbo habits are yet Marbon Seme, Yamyan Shube Chuja Tom Sarva the Tangata and Ranga Mother Subaba Imago Nimju. So be Chansim. What that is on one consent to what the Tambo said, Donshana. Yantelam, Yamyon Yumbashu, the Chansho Sims Shune, touch Chansim Tijiwal means some Jimba Ninka Devati, Marhab Sonzam.
Locked Savain. Andara Gati logo Samsung.
Gavashit or Yamara. Do it. Do. Let it teach this that is English in Gavashit Yomar. That's equal. Then I said that GGP Divanium Sovenomanic, someone that he got him G, the Chinjilabella, Jervazi, Tony Bashu, Lula, Roger to J. Banjo. Did some Losaro?
Lila.
Oh, yeah, that's it. Or that's it. Tedaraji on Gorobe Chuji Gunzobji. Ahon, the gentosis, Ahon.
Please repeat.
Ahon. Ahon. What then make that part on?
Remove the blindfold.
Tedar on Gorobe Chuji Gunzob Chancho, Semji Jinkor Hokin, Ton, Shiravi, on to Dumon, Yiji, Li, Napsam, no Sim. Loxaji Chima Zom Arzaba Janshin Chima Dom Tumomaibi Sungzi Namto Rapa Chima Chuji Chuji Nupa Garbajan to Chinjo Lam Jinko Kolo Gombala one to Toje Trobe Garbajan to Chiba Jesus.
Having thus received empowerment, you enter and behold the mandala of the relative bodhicitta. You have received the wisdom, knowledge, empowerment. In general, the defilements of mainly the three non-virtuous deeds accumulated with the minds are purified, and so these are ill will, covetousness, and wrong views, and prevented from further arising. In particular, the defilements of the coarse notions of grasping at a subject-object duality are cleansed. The extraordinary power of the Dharmakaya is planted into your mind. As for the path, you are empowered to meditate on the mandala circle. As for the result, you are endowed with the fortune to actualize the Vajra mind.
Oh, then that's the that one she was one she was once at the don't you marry that's once.
So next we come to the fourth word empowerment. It is called word empowerment because there are no other empowerment substances. Please repeat.
Dani Cheju. Gadije. So one koro. Namsom top. Rinchen. Shiba Yang. Gadichin. Job the
In English, through your kindness, I have received the three empowerments of the principal deity, and now, protector, care for me by offering me the precious fourth empowerment. Please wear the blindfold.
交接进步，当你都进强接上一往西巴因，往西巴的，但是他交接进步同大这是交接进步同大，往准备搞去，他我这一下自己天气这样，其他一些天气，今年牛跟着我，牛着我今年这里，他做交强学身体呀，空的别送的，我这呢做我的空过去了，你们去要空过去了，交接进步那路上了，空呢。往西巴。我的同大才才让多的一些人的切差形式，我见到我这啥的一些人的切差形式，我真的多见能可以记得不？多见他就什么没，就那样他也怕事情多，我他真的这样啥的，一些人的切差是一些是真的，人的西巴的话，切是呢，一些是切差是切是呢，同大进步的是学啥的，他多呢，苦办就不这是。苦没把说特别的，说多呢，马多呢，2年的用特别的是，切差形式，我他差是吧？他多把各位差吧，我就举了嘛，差切图片有嘛？同当一起，咱们家面是这有啊，我听就这样说的，我这切差形式，多见能给记得不是呢？多见是呢的，多见是呢的，什么一切的同大人，多见能给记得不是？南个是呢，他会没被同大的。他为没吧？这当时跟我都认着我的，跟朋友有嘛吧？同他吧，我自己南个他为没吧？他为我嘛？他先跟我自己过来，他为没吧？我对这些呢，对这他己是呢，对这些呢，他先跟可能我了什么有嘛的是的，他亲是呢，他亲是呢，把我了他亲的我的是了，先的希望的是的，我真的就那样的怕是的。저랑 파서 이시에도 샘티니고 샘다 내려오티니고 내려서 도선티니고 제일 직전에 다 통다서 거셔서 이게 저랑 양 뒤에 파시
And so then by cultivating bodhicitta, which is the cause of wisdom and knowledge, bodhicitta increases further and further. And so what this is to say is that if one continuously habituates bodhicitta, one will eventually realize the nature of the mind. So the purpose of the fourth empowerment, the nature of the fourth empowerment is Mahamudra, is to recognize Mahamudra. And so during the third empowerment, we were introduced to the innate nature of the mind. And so during the wisdom knowledge empowerment, it was like a sprout began to grow. And then it completely matures then in the fourth empowerment, where we actually then recognize that which was introduced during the third empowerment. That's then recognized in the fourth empowerment. And when recognized, then bodhicitta increases further and further. And so the main instruction in the fourth empowerment is to meditate and to habituate the state of Mahamudra. And then in the empowerment text it says, primordial wisdom is vast yet subtle. So primordial wisdom is the wisdom that knows all since beginningless time. It is vast, means that it is very meaningful, and it is subtle, means that it is very difficult to realize. However, when one realizes it, then this realization destroys samsara. If one does not realize it, then that lack of realization destroys nirvana. So this subtlety means it is very difficult to recognize. This is also mentioned in the Uttara Tantra. It says that the natural state of mind is extremely difficult to recognize. And even if recognized, it is difficult to habituate it or to sustain it. So then in the empowerment text, it says it is like a vajra. Like a vajra because it is invincible. It cannot be destroyed. And then it says it is like the center of the sky. So the mind is just like space. and space actually does not have a center or a boundary. And so the actual ultimate nature of the mind is indestructible like a Vajra and like space without center and boundary. And then it says it is immaculate perfection. It is immaculate because it is free from any defilements. It is perfection in its essence is already perfected. Then it is peace. And then it says you are your own father, meaning that this primordial wisdom and the natural state of your own mind, they are one and the same. So you arise from yourself. You're your own father. So this is from the empowerment text.
Bon chen bon wa chen bo dang lu la ji chen bo ne ba la do pa chen bo de ngo bo gu na cha ba da dang xie ba cha ba chen bo che be tong tang cha xie ba ne cha che tu ba yu man xie la so be do ba ge be che cha ba na xie na che do je chu du dang de do je jia chi chu long dang che ba nam ka yin da be xie dang nyong mo cha ma ma gu ba jong wa la ne du dang che ba lo che che ma rang ji ke xie ba de tar ba jin je sam ma to ba rang to jin ba la jin xie me kwa ye wara xie wara chi ba do xian jie jian ma yi ba da ri ba rang xie xie zo wo zi xie cha xie dang ten zhu zong sa ri xian jian ma yi ba so do go le sa so xian ne ro xian jie ke da nga zo ni lu jiao zai qin bo de lo nga ye jian yang dian ten mi se jie yu wa ten zhong zo wo de so nyam nan ji de do go le xian jie jian ma一些鸟这因别多过吧，爬些吧，当就公司没几把的当，大家都进他里面别的困难你让因把他的同意喏，在困难你这从了就是两把了，我他大家都记住是没些有嘛，先跟那路提我才拿的是可能通松才拿嘛，在没些多的先把这有嘛，大家都记用对的，我这你提从他两把的效果是，所以他先马球边上，先马球把全把买因我进来，真的我说第一是我们家因是。
Also, the meaning of vast yet subtle is that it is also something that cannot be realized through any external means. So no one else can kind of give it to you, but you have to realize it yourself. Tilopa also therefore had said, Mahamudra cannot be shown. It is something that you have to realize yourself. And realizing it also transcends the duality of as someone who realizes and something to be realized. So all that needs to be accomplished is to see your true nature and then to stay within it, to habituate it. So now we're going to practice this, resting in equipoise for a little while. And so here mainly rest in a natural, unaltered or unfabricated state without any distraction. So now we will meditate for a while. Remove the blindfold. Having thus received empowerment, you enter and behold the mandala of ultimate bodhicitta. You have received the fourth empowerment, the precious word empowerment. Conventionally, the subtle defilements of the three doors and their habitual imprints are purified and prevented from further arising. Ultimately, the defilements of primordial wisdom, the subtle conceptual thoughts of subject-object duality are cleansed. The extraordinary power of the great bliss Svabhavika Kaya is placed into your mind. As for the path, you are empowered to practice the great seal yoga of union. As for the result, you have the fortune to accomplish the primordial wisdom vajra, that is the sameness of the three vajras. So this completes the empowerment, and at the end we come to the samaya, which we will also repeat. And so generally speaking, there are many samayas, but to summarize them all, the samaya is to help others as much as you can, and if you cannot help them, at least do not harm them. That really comprises all the samaya. And also the samaya means to train, practice, increase love and compassion and bodhicitta as much as you can. That's really the essence of all samaya. And His Eminence Garchen Rinpoche, he always gives us and teaches on the 37 bodhisattva practices, and it also has been translated into various languages, and small little booklets have been printed. And if you just read the 37 practices, and then also try to practice accordingly as much as you can, actually that includes all the samaya. So practicing those 37 practices as well as you can is very important. Please repeat. Sochita, Gadzarpa, Tedatamchi, Dakichi. Then in English, I will do all you, the Principal Lord, commands.
na papa hamba ma yara ba sha khasa cha yong su churwal uma a phon den den tu se ba ne be jin ko ji nam chu sim ji tong jin ne bar hyo ige zom na tem pin ige zom ya tam se ke tu se ta ni su me baran re bara chu Sutra che ro re la so ji pa so ji en choban de ban sa be Lama la ju be so je korban idam kolo dum bala pa won kan ro so je korba da idam kolo dum bala pa wo so kan ro korba da chu jong mang go jem de la de so jan so korba da so tan ton ma je jin ni mi ngan de ye so go lang dor mi ba ye so ala la ji baran so go de wa Dragene Dharma Bala Sapare Varengana Zatra Punzala and Sekin Zine Tambe Chu and the Latte from Chameron, Transition of the Ranji Gipani to the Kitchula in Tamin Doja Chamat, Sontan Zipatini Lane Kubi and Say Arbe. So far, she hunter. So that's up the zone. And Jimmy. This is Jimmy. So that's on here and then the Rachi. Akaro Mokam Sarva Dharmana Adin Venandu Hum Pi So Pi So Uzeta Bade Sarva Buddha Bacha So Kaya Dalo Monjurabe, Likin the Lani, continue to Gombo Tiku, Sobaranzo, Mother Herga, Samaya Manabala Herga, Dinomotijan, members, members of Honorable members, Sarvasi, Mother Herga, Herga Goba, Samaya Sato, Home P. Chuji Simjan, Toguzi, Chilawondo, Chida, Sanji, and Chambanzi, Dushi. From G. Hiban Ramji, can you say some say Pana on Latin, but Major Book, Jashi, and Arthur, Son Jashi, on the Jimmy, to Jashi, Jerry, on to Jashi, or neither Nimus and the American Zenda. Jamni Goncho, some boat in the lake. What in the ones are someone to Gichi, Tajana, not someone to Gichi, and the Rapinian, someone to Gichis.
So this completes the empowerment. Thank you everyone who has joined us on the live stream and also everyone assembled here.
Dedication prayers in the yellow book, starting on page 11.
So that was the most important point about receiving an empowerment now for everyone, whether you're on the live stream or here, is one receives the empowerment by understanding the meaning of the empowerment.
Dedication. By this merit may I attain omniscience. Having defeated the enemies, my wrongdoings, may I liberate all beings who are tossed in the ocean of samsara by the waves of birth, old age, sickness, and death. Whatever virtue sentient beings possess, whatever good they have done, will do, and are doing now, whatever goodness there may be, may it permeate all beings everywhere. By the virtue accumulated throughout the 3 times by others and myself, may all beings filling the reaches of space enter the gateway of the unexcelled path, and may they attain the Vajra holder's ground. By all the virtue actually performed and mentally created by myself and all sentient beings of the 3 times, may all beings of the 6 realms attain the 5 kayas and realize primordial wisdom of the Buddhas in the Dharmadhatu Mandala of the awakened mind. Glorious root, Guru, precious one who sits upon the lotus at my heart, hold me with kindness and grant me all accomplishments of enlightened body, speech, and mind. I pray for the excellent health of the Guru. I pray that he lives a supremely long life. I pray that his activities spread far and wide. Grant blessings that I may not be separate from my Guru. May the Buddha's teachings, the only source of benefit and happiness, endure long, and may the victory banner of longevity for those upholding the teachings be steadfast. May the sound of the great Dharma drum liberate all sentient beings from suffering. Please remain and teach the Dharma for infinite millions of kalpas. By the might of this powerful merit, may the aspiration of the benefactors and their circles be accomplished within this very life. May their obstacles be pacified. May everything be auspicious, and may their wishes be fulfilled according to the Dharma. Just as the hero Manjushri realized things as they are, and as did Samantabhadra too, I will follow in their path and perfectly dedicate all of these virtues. As all such dedications have been praised as supreme by the victorious ones of the 3 times, I fully dedicate all my roots of virtue to excellent conduct. By the blessings of the Buddhas who attained the 3 kayas, by the blessing of the truth of the unchanging nature of reality, and by the blessing of the undivided Sangha community, may my prayers be fulfilled according to this dedication. By the virtues accumulated in the 3 times by myself and all beings in samsara and nirvana, and by the intrinsic root of virtue, may I and all sentient beings quickly attain unsurpassed, perfect, complete, and precious awakening. Great Vajradhara, Tilopa, Naropa, Marpa, Milarepa, Dharma Lord Gampopa, Pakma Drupa, and Lord Drigungpa, may the auspiciousness of all the Kagyu Lamas prevail. Glorious, holy, venerable, precious, kind, root and lineage gurus, divine assembly of Yidams, assembly of Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, heroes and heroines, Yogini, and her assembly of Dakinis, all of you dwelling in the 10 directions, please heed me. By the power of this vast root of virtue, may I benefit all beings through my body, speech, and mind. May the afflictions of attachment, hatred, ignorance, pride, and jealousy not arise in my mind. May thoughts of fame, reputation, respect, honor, and concern for this life not arise for even a moment. May my mind stream be moistened by loving kindness and compassion and bodhicitta, and may I become a spiritual master with good qualities equal to the infinity of space. May I gain the supreme attainment of Mahamudra in this very life. At the moment of death, may I not experience the suffering of being abruptly severed from this life. May I not suffer a terrible death. May I not die confused by wrong views. May I not experience an untimely death. May I die joyfully and happily in the great luminosity of the mind itself and in the crystal clarity of Dharmata. May I in any case gain the supreme attainment of Mahamudra at the time of death or in the bardo. For this realm encircled by snow-covered mountains, you are the source of all benefit and happiness. Tenzin Gyatso, Lord Shenrezig, may you remain steadfast until the end of samsara. Embodiment of the 3 jewels, great being who upholds and increases the teaching of the Shakya lion, Supreme are your activities of guiding others with your perfect deeds. May you, the precious Guru, who accomplishes everything spontaneously, live long. Holder of the teachings of Lord Drigungpa, great Lord of the Three Jewels, through the power of your peerless compassion in the holy Dharma's peace and light, you bring relief to beings. May your life be long. The one known in the noble land as Aryadeva, emanated into the Gar clan of eastern Tibet as Chudingpa, the heart son of Jigten Gunpo. May the life of glorious Garchen remain steadfast for 100 aeons. Crown of Shakya's king, friend to strangers, 17 great Panditas Talopa, Naropa, Marpa, Milarepa, Gampopa, Jigten Sumgun, and their lineage heirs, please bestow good fortune and auspiciousness. Protector Amitayus, transcendent Lord who grants supreme life, everlasting, stable, and unchanging, and who diverts from untimely death. Anyone who merely hears your name or thinks of you, please bestow good fortune and auspiciousness. Living austerely in the higher training of discipline, full of compassion, that is the glory of those to be tamed, devoid of all grasping, never parting from Mahamudra's natural state. Ngedun Tenpe Nima, son of the teachings, may your life remain firm. May,
28.
okay. May the teaching of the great Digumpa Ratnashri, master of interdependence, omniscient Lord of Dharma, who has seen all knowable things, be upheld until the cyclic existence, through study, practice, hearing, and contemplation, and meditation. Your 1,000 arms are the 1,000 wheel-turning kings. Your 1,000 eyes are the 1,000 Buddhas of this fortunate aeon. Your love is boundless like space. I supplicate to the Bodhisattva, Chenrezig.
Thank you.
By this virtue, may I swiftly accomplish Lord Chenrezig, and may I bring all beings without exception to that state.
Yeah, thank you.
This will complete our empowerment portion of our Cakrasamvara Drupcho. Please meet us back here at 2 p.m. Arizona time, and we will begin Sadhana. Thank you.
Om